use of social media has played a big role in growing businesses and acting as a marketing platform. Susan has made good use of it. However, she also embarks on door-to-door marketing on a day when she's not too busy.
The response is amazing. Actually, we were just overwhelmed by this whole idea. We are people ordering online. We have a Facebook page, and there are people ordering online, and for us, those are our best clients because there are people you don't know. There are people who have seen your product. They want to give it a try. And the beauty of them is you meet someone randomly, you don't know them, they give you the money, you give them the product, they call, they're satisfied, they tag us on our page, and that is quite reassuring for us.
We've started small, but from the reception we've gotten from the customers will be big, and then it will be storage beyond the house, that is, yes. So we'll be a name known beyond the Kenyan borders.
Susan tells us that things weren't always like this, and she has had her share of challenges. The father of a child walked out on her when she was pregnant.
When at the point where I started this business, where my partner came in and came in with the money, I was at the verge of being evicted from this place. And people would ask me, even my family would ask me, so why are you maintaining that big house? Why don't you move to a smaller house? And I wasn't moving, not because I wanted to maintain the status quo, but because I could not even afford to move to a smaller house. Because moving to a smaller house meant you needed to raise deposits and sign new contracts, and and at that time the money was not there. So the little money that was available, then you could pay the rent of this place and keep going.
She hit rock bottom when her mother was diagnosed with gangrene disease. She later passed on. Susan was devastated. Her mother was her rock, and despite being sick and in terrible pain most of the time, she was always encouraging her and giving her hope.
For 2 years, I was, back and forth. I kept traveling with the baby all over because you have a consultancy one time I went to Burkina Faso, and you have a 4-month-old baby because you have to do that job. I kept traveling around with her, and it was very uncomfortable for me, but I knew I had to do it because I'm a single mom. So I went into it. Then when this came, I lost everything that would be private because I have 2 men working in my house. They come in every morning and stay on and leave in the evening. I don't have a sitting room anymore. I had to move my baby's bedroom and use it as a store now. That's where we use for storage. But really, you look at the big picture. You look at the big picture because if this takes off, then all that I have been through, I believe, will not be in vain. Yes. And we have to just keep trying. Women, you can't keep, you have a child that is looking unto you as a woman, you just have to keep pushing it until you find it.
Indeed, every cloud has a silver lining. Susan did not struggle to get the capital to start up her business.
To get the capital, I did not struggle. The other partner I was telling you, who is actually a silent partner, I called her up, and we had been trying to, to put in consultancies with her, and all the time we would get regrets. So I told her, you know what, I have thought about this and I want to do it. And then she's like, so let's meet up. Let's take kids for swimming. We meet up and see where this is. So as the kids are swimming, I'm just giving her, she's like, this is good. This is good. Susan, where has this idea been? Why have you looked for jobs? I'm like, I don't know. She tells me, let's do a budget, and then let me talk to my husband about it. And then she talks to her husband about it, and then the following morning she calls me and tells me, Susie, at that time our budget was around 600,000. She told me, I'll give you 300,000. Just like that. I was in shock. I was like, what?
And for this single mother, the sky is not the limit.
I see myself, in different countries. Yeah. I see myself employing over 3,000 employees, because the kind of work we do, let's say the process I mentioned earlier, if I need 6 machines. So for one process, for one shoe rack, that's already 6 people. Yeah. So if I needed to produce 1,000 pieces in a day to meet the demand, then you see the kind of people that we would have employed. Yeah. And for me, looking at the opportunities that I can give to people really makes me want to work hard and build this. One thing I have learned about Kenyans, they love good things and they love affordable things. So if you're able to come up with a good product and a good package that people need, just find a need and serve that need.
Najma is smile for all women.